All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Hawk versus Infi. This game taking place here on Tyrannus Stan. On the top left-hand side of the map, Infi has spawned as the blue orc. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom right, we have Hawk spawning as the red human. Human versus human in this 1v1 matchup, opening pretty standard Altar of Kings barracks, Altar of Kings barracks and farm, meaning that we're going to be opening up with your standard sort of heroes. Now, what can we expect to see in this 1v1 match with, well, human versus human? Difficult to say right now, as we're looking at... I really hope I'm pretty sure I dropped the 100 second 80 delay in my stream. Let me go ahead and check that. There's so many things to go ahead and check all at the same time. Yep, it does look like it is fixed. We are looking at Altar of Kings right there. And, well, getting absolutely distracted by all of the background sounds in my house as well. All right. Having a difficult time focusing, but let's go ahead and do exactly that. Mountain King gonna be trained up by Infi as that primary hero. Y'all, thank you for the follow, as we're gonna be looking at a Mountain King coming in from Hawk 2. Both sides going for the Mountain King as that primary hero. And although the Mountain King as a primary hero isn't that odd, what I want to see is what that follow-up hero is going to be. Is it going to be an Archmage who tends to be a little bit fragile and you have to be very careful with it? Or perhaps is it going to be a Blood Mage to try and just keep that Mountain King constantly topped off? Or perhaps a Paladin to allow that Mountain King to go deep into the enemy's lines and still be able to survive any sort of early skirmishes. Population limits pretty much exactly the same coming in from both sides. Mountain King gonna come across here. Is he gonna open up with a Stormbolt, or what will he be opening up with? There's a Stormbolt right there going straight after that Rogue Wizard, as this Rogue Wizard will get taken out in no time flat. Lightning Shield has been dropped already. Mountain King should be able to go over there and pick it up without much of a problem. Meanwhile, Mountain King here, able to finish off some more units as well, picks up Slippers of Agility. Force has a Scroll of the Beast, and you see both sides hiring up that very early Forest Troll Shadow Priest to get in a lot of early healing. Oh, Stormbolt onto a Footman who stuck around a little bit too long. Let's take a look. Oh, there's a Bash following it up, and the Mountain King does get his man. Back across on the other side here, Mountain King able to finish off the, this 1-1-1 creep camp, get the items as well. And so far, it looks like Stormbolt is going to be the ability as opposed to Thunderclap. Stormbolt followed by Bash is not nearly as mana intensive as Thunderclap, since it is, 90 mana versus 75. And the Mountain King will perhaps be trying to snipe down individual units even more. Hello from France. First time I catch you live. Thank you to France. I see Infi versus Infi. Okay, it's Infi versus Hawk. My apologies. It is Infi versus Hawk. You can actually see Hawk's name right up here. But it is human versus human. Mountain King gonna go ahead and finish off this Forest Troll. High Priest there, as the Forest Troll Berserker will get taken down. Now that both sides will be getting to level 3 on their Mountain King, well, the Mountain King's level 3 Stormbolt is significantly stronger. You're going to wait perhaps to see if you're going to get to level 3 here. Like that last Forest Troll Berserker, I believe you're going to see a Stormbolt come out from that Mountain King now. There you go. Wait for it, as the Mountain King going to go ahead and try and chase it down, get in 1 or 2 more shots. Oh my goodness. That Footman is able to escape at 12 hit points. All right, a little bit of a lucky break right there. Unit's going to come back the other side. Oh, we could end up getting a Stormbolt as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest quickly gets taken down. Mountain King, however, takes a bit of damage as well, as both sides are looking to engage. Mountain King may try and snipe down that Footman as well. Stormbolt onto the Mountain King here. Mountain King does have a Potion of Greater Healing and is going to try to fight his way out. All right, going to get some easy damage onto that unit there. Go back to the other side. Mountain King, however, taking a lot of damage damage. Is he going to be able to dodge it out of that shot? There it goes, as the Mountain King just now with enough mana. Stormbolt, is it going to be inbound? There is a Stormbolt right there. Oh no, Mountain King could end up getting taken down to 23. Potion of healing in time. Stormbolt going back the other way. There's the bash, and the Mountain King still ends up falling. All right, I thought that Mountain King was going to end up dead. Instead, a potion of greater healing gives it enough life at the last possible moment. Mountain King versus Mountain King. I was watching the hit points. That was so close. All right, as I said, WarCraft 3 and real-time strategy games is a game of seconds. You're trying to get a split-second advantage over your opponent and hoping that that split-second advantage turns into something bigger, and that's exactly what we saw right there. All right, Mountain King going to come back around, perhaps try and protect right here. Mountain King is going to be able to do very much. Remaining footmen show up to the party. Mountain King doesn't have enough mana to really do anything to perhaps land a Stormbolt, as the Mountain King may just chase down. No, decides against it. King of Fighters, or Fight of Kings. Mountain King, Clarity Potion, picks up a Ring of Protection +3. Now moving on out again. Level 2 Bash may come into play. Meanwhile, 38 supply compared to 34. Infi with a slight advantage here as he techs to tier 2. Both sides have their expansions up. However, Hawk is still sitting at tier 1. Perhaps he is a bit lumber or gold strapped. Coming back the other way, another Stormbolt here. Mountain King may be able to get off another kill on this footman. Just waiting for it. There's the Stormbolt, followed up by 1 or 2 more shots. And there it goes. Clarity Potion to try to perhaps rinse and repeat once more. Forest Troll Berserker going back the other way. Mountain King sees the Scout Farm. Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Mountain King going to get back up to about 150 mana, as the peasant here is going to get taken down. Mountain King going to try and engage here. Oh, trying to back away once more. Footman, Militia, Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, and Forest Troll Berserker already there in position. Footman now just being, well, proactive in trying to shut down part of this mining operation. Mountain King going to go ahead and try and engage there. There's a Stormbolt onto a low hit point Footman. Footman could get taken down. One more shot could do it. Well, there's a follow-up bash. There goes a Footman here. We could see another shot coming in, one more, as the Mountain King is trying to finish off unit after unit and gets another kill there. All right, low hit point Footman is forced to back away. Ogre Mauler now joining in on the fight as Slow was cast onto the Forest Troll Berserker. Forest Troll Shadow Priest trying to break free of that Slow, as the Mountain King is going to have another Stormbolt ready, but doesn't even need it for the Priest there. Mountain King is going to be able to catch up to that Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Doesn't need to. Sends that Stormbolt flying as the Mountain King arrives to the party to try and take down the Ogre Mauler. Ogre Mauler down to 302 hit points. Is it going to be enough to try and take him down? Mountain King is right there. There's a Stormbolt to finish it off. There's a bash. And every little bash, every little Stormbolt is just causing so much damage on both sides, as you see the Mountain King try to turn and run once more. Tech to tier 2, halfway done. Castle tech just now started by Infi, as we should be looking at, yep, it is going to be a Blood Mage as the second hero. Infi with a Blood Mage on the second hero plans to shut down the his opponent's Mountain King while funneling mana into his own, as the Mountain King grabs a potion of mana, ready to go ahead and lay down the battle again. Stormbolt going down onto that Footman, losing that clarity bonus. Another Slow being cast on those Ogre Maulers, those Mud Golems, really throwing that mud around, causing problems. All right, Mountain King says, you know what, I don't want to stick around at all. And the Ogre Mauler teleports away at 8 hit points. All right, that Footman, however, just wasn't close enough to get the Scroll of Town portal anyways. All right. I don't know, if someone's watching on YouTube, can someone like watch it again and tell me what the over or under is on the number of Stormbolts in this match? Stormbolts and bashes in this match. I think it's somewhere around like 40 already between Stormbolts and bashes, as we see another bash go down on that Forest Troll High Priest. Mountain King here, ready to go, looking to finish off some units. Kobold Taskmaster going to get taken down. Mountain King gets up to level 4, picks up a Goblin Shredder, as both sides are sitting on, well, low or no upkeep, at least for now. Mountain King gonna get some extra mana from that Blood Mage. Gonna get topped off right there. Goblin Zeppelin gonna go ahead and jump on in. What is that Mountain King looking to do? He's gonna go ahead and swap positions as the Goblin Zeppelin perhaps gonna go for a drop. All right, Footman is off over here. Did the Goblin Zeppelin get spotted? That is the question. Ogre Mauler now switching over. Scout Tower right there. Mud Golem is in position to try and slow things down as, well, it looks like Infi decides against it. Blood Mage now out. We are now transitioning into a workshop as we are teching to tier 3 as well. Mountain King dives on in. It looks like he retrained in for Thunderclap. And with Thunderclap, all of a sudden, well, he's able to disrupt a lot of the mining operations with just one clap here. All right, meanwhile, Siphon Mana trying to take mana away from his opponents here. Both sides suffering heavy casualties. The double guard towers, however, causing major problems. Siphon mana from multiple sides as the Blood Mage was able to siphon mana but can't do anything with it, as the Arcane Tower should really be going after the Blood Mage at this point. All right, siphon mana away. Stormbolt onto, well, any unsuspecting units. No, that's not going to be the case as a Footman escapes with 2 hit points. 41 supply compared to 49. Both sides with heavy losses, both sides with the same exact strategy, but both sides playing with relatively the same advantages. Level 5 Mountain King, level 1 Blood Mage going up against a level 4 Mountain King, level 1, almost level 2 Blood Mage. Mountain King, I believe, also switched over from Stormbolt to Thunder 5, as that Mountain King was able to do a lot of damage to the mining operations, taking down a lot of peasants. Flying machines or gyrocopters are now in the air, ready to go. They are flying machines, right? This is Frozen Throne, not gyrocopters as it is in Reign of Chaos, as the units are going to be getting into positions. All right. Blood Mage sitting at 2. Knights are here, ready to go. Mountain King is going to be able to dive on in. There is that Thunderclap. So much slow. Stormbolt straight up onto the Mountain King, as well as the Siphon Mana is trying to take away all of that right there. Mountain King uses a potion of mana. Thunderclap going and getting after many of those units. Siphon Mana again. No Stormbolt onto the Blood Mage. Siphon Mana into the Mountain King, as you're going to see a Stormbolt go down as well. A big Thunderclap on both sides as the Mountain King now finally out of mana. Holy Light joining in on the fight as Infi gets his Paladin first. Remaining away, Orb of Fire looks like it was on that Mountain King, and it's going to make healing that much more difficult. Paladin, third hero, coming in from Colorful as well. Fly Machines doing a dogfight in the air. Both sides pretty much similar on hit points, but I think, yes, Blue will win out on this fight unless the Blood Mage gets a shot off onto that Fly Machine first. Mountain King, oh, there's that Thunderclap finishing off some easy units. Stormbolt onto that Mountain King. Mountain King just getting stunned right there, and we're going to see death of a Fly Machine now. More Siphon Mana. Mountain King trying to fight his way back out. Multiple units getting taken down as the Knights are just chasing after units after unit. Mountain King has plenty of mana. Is he going to perhaps try and throw down another Stormbolt? No, not yet. All right, Talisman of Evasion is making a difference. I guess one thing to consider Talisman of Evasion over Bash is that, well, you could dodge a Bash, which would actually cause a stun. That is a big difference right there. Is it going to be a Bash onto the Mountain King? No, it is not. He was able to Staff of Teleport out of that situation now. All right, Griffins now coming in from Hawk. Hawk, needing to counter those Knights, finally going into Griffins, and those Griffins are going to be able to eat through those Knights even though they have the Animal War training. Coming back on the other side, there is a small window of opportunity for those Griffin Riders to be extra effective, though, before enough flying machines take to the sky to really counter those Griffins. We probably need to see around 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 Griffins, which is exactly the number that we're looking at now from Hawk. And once you have 4 Griffins out onto the field, that damage onto those Knights is just so explosive that, not much can really be done about it. Mountain King, Red Mountain King, going to go ahead and show up. Do we have an Orb of Fire? No, no Orb of Fire. Units going to make their way back out. And this is going to be sad news. Siphon mana away right there. Going after the Knights. There goes one Knight. Oh, Staff of Sanctuary saves. There goes one Knight. But another Knight not going to be as lucky. Units trying to run away again. Trying to Stormbolt, finishing off another Knight right there. There it goes. Mountain King sitting at level 5. Paladin sitting at level 1. Siege Engine showing up to the party as well. Fly Machines need to head over there to try and win out on this fight. As the Griffins, or are they going to even try and engage? Or they're just going to go ahead and dive straight after that Arcane Tower, allowing that Mountain King to get in here without much of a problem. All right, damage is adding up. Let's take a look. Are we going to go after Knights now? Knights banished. All right, Griffins are getting banished, therefore unable to attack. A big thunderclap coming across as a third Griffin shows up to the party. Fourth one shows up to the party, so a total of 6 Griffins in the air right now as the Flying Machine, difficult to take down as it will finally perhaps get shot out of the sky momentarily. Mountain King trying to make its way over. Thunderclap, Stormbolt. So much damage going back all across the sides. Paladin or Blood Mage could be in trouble. Oh, he's banished himself to try to reduce the amount of damage, but that doesn't work when your opponent has Griffins able to deal bonus damage to you. All right, Staff of Sanctuary saving more units again, trying to take down the, trying to save the Blood Mage. Blood Mage not going to get saved. There goes one. Units are trying to teleport back the other way. Paladin also very low on hit points, but able to make it back out. Blood Mage was lost. Hawk sitting at 60 supply. Infi sitting at 60. Both of them with a good-sized army. But now, as we're looking at more and more flying machines getting added to the army, the Griffins are not going to be nearly as strong. Mountain King going to make its way back down. Mountain King with that Orb of Fire really making its presence known and felt throughout this match. Flying Machines are looking for where those units are. Mountain King did a little bit of a head fake to try and see if he could go after that unit there. No such luck. Staff of Sanctuary, nothing on either of the castles. So 60 supply compared to 60. As well, in comes the units. We could have an engagement now. Are we going to try and engage? Flying Machines are all here, and they have that flak cannons dealing splash damage. All right, the workshops need to train up more units. There's another Staff of Sanctuary to save a low hit point Griffin Rider. As you see the top right-hand side of the map, well, Hawk's base is currently under duress. Siphon mana into that Mountain King. Mountain King stealing some of the mana that really needs to be on that Paladin and that Blood Mage. Meanwhile, Flying Machines actually getting separated from the rest of the group. And then, well, the Griffins able to finish them off as well. Back off to the north here. Lone Knight gonna go after those peasants. The Sundering Blades do deal bonus damage to these poor peasants. And are we gonna see them get into position there? Oh, Flying Machines. Oh, there you go. A massive air battle. Flying Machines going up against the Griffins. Low hit point units as they're trying to back up perhaps as we're taking a look. Paladin is still right here. Flying Machines gonna get taken down constantly. Holy Light is right there. Knight is in position as well. Are we gonna see a Stormbolt onto that Knight here? There it goes as the Griffins are going to end up finishing off that Knight without much of a problem. All right, Assassins joining in on the fight. Flying Machines are in position as well. We need to see more healing from that Paladin onto all of those Griffins. Meanwhile, the main base or the main expansion also in duress as well. Repairs are underway. 66 supply compared to 62. Who's going to come out on top? Mass Flying Machines trying to finish off the sides here. 2-1 upgrades going up against 0-0. Devotion upgrades, however, keeping some of those units alive temporarily as the Flying Machines trying to chase after here. Griffins extremely low on hit points. Cannot afford to stick around for far too long. Flying Machines may actually end up. Staff of Sanctuary save some Flying Machines trying to take down the Flying Machines again. And both sides suffering heavy casualties. Paladin low on mana needs to try to save more of these Griffins. 55 supply compared to 61 as Infi starts to take the advantage here with the air superiority in those Flying Machines. Stormbolt onto the Paladin. Paladin finally gets taken down and Hawk leaves the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of crazy action early on with Stormbolt and Bash. Hawk actually taking a good advantage into the mid-game, but an overcommitment into Griffins and not being able to kill off enough Knights during that time led him to be, well, weak to the mass Flying Machines that we saw Infi mass up to. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.